Hey, everybody, I'm Scott Wikle. You're listening to My Kind of Country. Thanks for joining us on a Monday night. My special guest comes to me by way of Margie Singleton. She called me up one night. She said, "You got to hear this guy's music. He's fantastic. I wrote some songs with him, and you need to have him on the show." So we're doing that tonight. It's a pleasure to have him. He's got an album called True Tradition, and his name is Kenny Day, and it's an honor to welcome Kenny to My Kind of Country tonight. Kenny, how are you?
Doing good, Scott.
Well, I appreciate you taking time to be on the show tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, before we talk about your album and your music, give me a little bit of your background.
Well, I'm a songwriter and singer, and been writing songs for many years. I've had some tunes recorded by different people, and some things I've recorded myself over the years. One of the things I've recorded some years ago with an artist named Eddie Rabbit. He recorded one of my songs called Over and Over, The Memory Goes On. Of course, you know, Eddie, he passed away, but I knew him when in the 1980s, like 1987, I believe, is when that song was recorded.
Wow, that's a great song. I remember that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. So, what got you into the music business?
Well, our whole family was, we're just into music, and my dad, he played music, he wrote songs. Never had anything really recorded by anybody, but that's kind of where I got the bug from. And we all played together as a family. I started when I was about 5 years old playing guitar, and then later developed some skills on piano and other instruments. So, yeah, we just kind of been playing music most of our life.
Fantastic. Well, so how did you and Margie Singleton meet?
I met Margie a couple years ago, and I was in Nashville writing, and someone said, "Hey, there's a lady that I think that you'd like to write with." And so I said, "Sure." And he introduced me to Margie, and we got together, and I found out, that Margie was just a tremendous writer herself. When I was writing with her, man, she was just, she was really putting the lines down, and it was really a privilege to write some songs with her. She's very knowledgeable, and of course, through the years, has written some tremendous hits herself. But, I was able to meet with her, and we wrote two of the songs on the new EP that I have out right now. Two of the songs we wrote together. One's called "I Can't Stand the Thought of You," and the other one is called "You Never Close Your Eyes." But, Margie's a great writer, and it's a real privilege to write with somebody of her caliber.
She is a country music legend, no doubt about it. One of my favorite people
yeah.
in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, the album is called True Tradition, and you can get it at kennyday.org, and we'll have that information on our Facebook page. And as Kenny mentioned, two of the songs he co-wrote with Margie Singleton. And tell me about the other songs that are on this project, Kenny.
I have some other songs. One is called Treasured Memories, and it's just kind of like a song about how I grew up. And, of course, all of my songs, for the most part, are traditional country. And that's just my forte. I love traditional country. And so this song really leans to the traditional countryside with the dobro and the acoustic guitar and all of that. But Treasured Memories is just one of those songs that was a personal thing for me, kind of growing up, not having a lot. But how that we, as a family, we just, with loving one another and getting along, we kind of became who we were because of that background. So it's one of those personal songs that I wanted to put on the album and just share it with people, my personal life, I have several other songs on there. One is Can't Let This Feeling Go. My wife and I, Jackie, wrote that together. And it's basically a love song, and but one of my faves on the EP. There's another song on there called "The Little Green Tent," and when you hear the title of it, I was sharing this thought one time with a friend of mine, Alan Purcell, who was a great singer, songwriter himself. And I was telling him I was writing this song called "The Little Green Tent," and he said, "I'd like to hear that." But basically, the song, it's really a kind of a neat thought. I heard somebody talking one time about they lived beside of a graveyard, and in back of their house was this cemetery. And he said he would go out there and see these green tents, these little green tents they would put up for every service, every funeral. And he would start wondering about that person, who they were, what they'd done in their life, and that kind of thing. And so from hearing that conversation, I just thought, man, that would be a great song. And so I just kind of put it down, and it turned out to be a real nice one. It's a tearjerker, but it's one of those that really make you think about the brevity of life and things like that. So, but that's on there. And then I have one right now that we're releasing as a single, and the single is called America No More. And basically it's a patriotic song, but it kind of deals with the fact that, what would happen to this country if people, didn't take a stand and stand up for freedom and things like that, and, really be a patriot. And so it's one of those songs that really make you be proud to be an American and really think about our role, as citizens of this great nation. So that song's on there too, and just I'd like for everybody to hear that one. It really kind of speaks to all of us right now.
Well, folks, the CD is called True Tradition, and it's available at kennyday.org. We'll make sure we have that information on our Facebook page for My Kind of Country. And Kenny, you're based in Ohio, right?
Right. That's where I'm based out of. Traveled to Nashville a lot for writing and recording and things like that. But I live right here in Ohio, right next to you in Michigan, I think. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, not too far away. That's great.
Yeah.
So what's coming up for you this summer as far as tour dates and things of that nature?
Well, I just finished one this month in Nashville at the Commodore Grill. We have a songwriters night that goes on there, and I was featured songwriter that night, and it's really a great venue to play at. And because of all the COVID and everything, we're just starting to get all of our dates, in order. But I don't have anything for the month of August, but I have some things coming up in October. I'm going to be singing at the Texas Troubadour Theater there for the Music City Hayride. It's a great show. They have a lot of people there. I think that day I'll be singing on the lineup, but Ronnie McDowell will be the featured artist that day.
Oh, that's great. That's a fantastic show.
I'm looking forward to that one.
That's a great show. Dean Holman's a friend of mine and always puts on a fantastic show there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a great guy.
That's great. Well, I wanted to go back to the songs you wrote with Margie. Tell me a little more about those.
Well, the songs I wrote with Margie, the first one is I Can't Stand the Thought of You. It's kind of an odd title, but I was sitting there one day just thinking about, some people, they may say that if they don't like somebody, but I was thinking in terms of, what if a person, it's kind of a love song, what if a person didn't have that individual with them anymore? And so the idea of the song is I couldn't stand it. I can't stand the thought of you if you would leave or if you wasn't there. And so it's kind of a play on words, but turned out to be a real nice song. It's definitely a traditional country song. And so that thought just kind of came to me. I presented it to Margie, and she said, "Hey, that sounds great," and we wrote it. But Margie wrote quite a bit on the chorus of it. A lot of great thoughts on there. So take a listen to that one. The other song that Margie and I wrote was a song called "You Never Close Your Eyes," and the idea from that song came from a quote that I saw on the internet one day. And I was just reading on the internet, and somebody had a quote on there about the most beautiful things in life can be seen when you close your eyes. I thought, man, that would make a great song. So I started writing it, and it turned out, it's a love song, but it turned out to be that kind of a thing. The greatest thing, of course, is love, and sometimes you just have to. It's a feeling, you just have to feel it. And that's basically what the song is about. So, those two songs, they turned out really great. And again, Margie Singleton is an excellent writer, and, what a privilege it was to sit down with somebody that's done this most of her life, and she's very good at it. But she really made the song shine.
Well, that's great. Well, we're going to play those for our listeners right now. And kennyday.org is the website, folks. And again, we'll have that information on our Facebook page for you. The album is called True Tradition. Make sure you pick up a copy of this fantastic CD. Kenny, thank you so much for taking time to be on My Kind of Country. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
Well, it's a pleasure to be on your program, Scott, and thank you for what you do for traditional country music. It means a lot.
Well, it's my honor, especially when I got great artists like yourself to play.
Well, thank you for that.
All right, folks, here's some great music from Kenny Day as we continue with My Kind of Country.
I can't stand the way you look away when I look into your eyes, and your calloused, cold, empty stare has made me realize there's a part of you that isn't true when you say you love me still. It's hard to stand and face the truth of a love that isn't real. When did our world and all we had get lost and so far gone? And the things that seem to be so right have turned to things so wrong. Sometimes I think that we'd be better off if you'd just let me be. But I can't stand the thought of you without me. I can't stand the thought of you walking out the door. I can't stand the thought of you not loving me anymore. And I can't stand the thought of being your old memory. No, I can't stand the thought of you without me. Maybe somewhere in the faded past, in the corners of our minds, there's a place of fond memories of the love we left behind. But it's like holding on to nothing if you're not here with me. To live a life without you near would be a life of misery. I can't stand the thought of you walking out the door. I can't stand the thought of you not loving me anymore. I can't stand the thought of being your old memory. No, I can't stand the thought of you without me. No, I can't stand the thought of you without me. wonder if that's true. Because to see a real reflection of what's hidden deep within, you have to close your eyes to get the view. And lately I've been wondering just what you're really seeing in the love you said you had right from the start. Honey, love is not a matter of what it's always seemed, but is a matter of the heart. Is it real? And do you feel the way you're supposed to feel inside? Are you just going through the motions to convince yourself of something that was never in your heart, just in your mind? Even when you hold me, it feels so cold and lonely. I can tell that you don't mean it most of the time. And you're not very convincing, 'cause darling, when you kiss me, you never close your eyes. Is the image that you see a picture of what's real, of the love I thought would be forever true? But the image seems to wane through uncaring eyes. Love fades like a beautiful dream that goes away. We close our eyes when we dream. We close our eyes when we pray to God above. The most beautiful things eyes are seldom seen, so close your eyes and fall in love. Even when you hold me, it feels so cold and lonely. I can tell that you don't mean it most of the time. And you're not very convincing, 'cause darling, when you kiss me, you never close your eyes. It's like you're just pretending, 'cause darling, when you kiss me, you never close your eyes.